Hello and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. This is Dr. Diana here, and I am here to talk about the Babyation breast pump. So I want to get my full disclaimers and full disclosures out up front. I am not an affiliate of Babyation. I do want to let you know that this pump was gifted to me by Babyation. So in this review, as in all of my reviews, we're going to talk through how to assemble the pump, how to operate the pump, and my initial thoughts on the pump. So there is a lot to unpack here. So I am going to jump right in. I'm going to let you know Babyation comes with a lot of goodies, y'all, a lot of goodies. So let's go through the goodies first. I have the pieces here that I need to actually use the pump, but let's go through the goodies. First and foremost, this pump is rechargeable, but it does come with the cord to make sure to keep it charged. So also this pump comes with the pads here, so once you get comfortable with using it, if you do want to have a pad between your bra and the actual flanges and tubing, then you can use that as well. This pump also comes with the bag to keep your tubing in that you will need for the day as well. You do need to know that there are three sizes that it comes with for the flange. I am using the actual small size, but I was given the medium and the large, but you do need to make sure you know your size. Babyation will be able to help you with that depending on what size you need to use this. Then the tubing. So I want to talk about the tubing. The tubing is here that I use, but I want to let you know that it comes with a goodie bag, a whole goodie bag full of tubing that you will get, and it will tell you as well how much you get based on how you decide to use it. You of course can always order extra. So let's talk about the tubing piece. Per Babyation, I'm going to say that if you use the pump within 6 hours, then the tubing, they say, can last up to 24 hours. That's about your comfort level as always, but that's what they say. If you use it, keep it cold with the pump, then and continue to use it with the 6 hours based on their testing and what they've done, and they advertise that as long as you use the pump within 6 hours, that the tubing can be used over a 24-hour period. Again, definitely talk to Babyation and your comfort level with being able to do that. So let's then talk through Babyation pump. So all the goodies are there. I want to just throw in that some of this pump, getting out a long-awaited review. I've gotten a lot of questions on the pump. I want to let you know that some of it is operator me. I'm the problem. It's me. Babyation has been so amazing to work with trying to make sure that I'm able to get the pump to work as it's supposed to. They have an amazing, helpful guide that gives you tips on making sure that everything is assembled appropriately so you can get the suction that you need. I know that they've changed their technology as well over and their firmware and how the pump works as well throughout the time. And so when they send the updates, it has an app. I've used the app as well to it's the technology. And so you really want to make sure that if you're not able to get something to work appropriately, to reach out to Babyation. Even when they contact me back, there's a option to book a session with their team. I've met their CEO. I've met the members of their team as well. And it's just the customer service is amazing. I was like, man, am I talking to Pump with Purpose here? Because they really care to make sure you're able to use it. I've gotten updates how are things going. They're sending me messages to make sure and I don't of course I'm Pump with Purpose. I don't know everyday people, but in what their customer service is like, but they have touted that they want to make sure that you're able to use their pump appropriately, effectively, and efficiently, and they are able and willing to help you to do so if there are any concerns with using their pump. So this is it all. This is the moment of truth, right? This is the moment of truth. So as far as the pump, this is it. Just a nice open and close. It has a strap on it as well, but a nice pull back. Okay, now bottles. It has 4 bottles in here and the ice pack. So if you make sure to freeze this to keep it cold as you're using this throughout the day. There are posts on the front here as well to be able to use this. So let's assemble it. All right, so I have it, what you get in the tubing. Okay, so to use this on this side, the first step to make sure you're doing it correctly. Pop this open here for the bottles, and then you make sure that the post is on, as well as it's connected to the bottle as well. Do it again on this side. Just push it down. You will know that it's on. Then for this piece, so this is step one to make sure you have it correct. That the piece has to be on the bottle and the piece has to be on the post. The post, the green at the 6 and 12 o'clock times slots on here. I know it's very, very hard to see, but it's on the 6 a.m. and 12 a.m. are the green. And then the tubing, this is the second piece to make sure you get right, is this piece, this was my issue, that this piece comes off. I guess I didn't realize that. And it has to be put on correctly to get the appropriate suction. So it does come off for, as well. But you do need to make sure that it is able to be on it correctly. So then this piece and this piece, the exact place it goes. Push it in, but when you push it in, sometimes I think this was my concern, like it was making this pop up, so the suction wasn't well. Once I learned exactly what needed to happen to make this work well, I've not had any issues since. So popping this on as well as getting this pushed in here, and then making sure this is on. So this is fully assembled, and then of course with the tubing facing downward here, you would then put them on your nips, get it suction on as well, and then turn the pump on. I'm just showing you here what needs to happen. So again, I'll just put it here, and then we will start the pump up. So this is fully assembled. Then you would put this on with the tubing facing down. Now let's go to the pump. So it is rechargeable, so you can just turn it on. It says "Welcome Mama" on the front, and you start here. So it has a stimulation mode, the expression, it's telling me not to tilt it. So I'm gonna do this again. It looks like it doesn't like to be tilted. So definitely keep it flat on here. It's literally the technology, it's real deal over here. So it has a stimulation mode, and then has the expression mode, suction, and speed. So for the, to make sure that this is working as a step, it has to have ballooning is what they call it. So when this is working appropriately, everything is assembled correctly, you will get a ballooning. And I'm gonna get this back on. There we go. So I'm gonna turn this up. So on the suction for the stimulation side, there are 4 suction strengths, and then for speed there are 4 speed strengths. So I'm going to turn it up on both so you can see the ballooning. It's much easier to see it happening when it's up higher. So you will see a ballooning. You see that balloon. You see the balloon. Okay, you can hear it as well. I'll put it close so you can hear it. Okay, this is not hooked to me, of course, but I just wanted to show you this is how you know that it's working, and it would suction when it's on you. Then for the stimulation, you turn the knob, and then what's on expression, I'm going to turn it up to the highest, which is 8 suction speeds. I'm saying 8 suction strengths and 8 speeds. So 4 and 4 on the stimulation side, and then 8 and 8 on the expression side. So this thing is moving. It's moving. You can hear it and see it. It's really ballooning. I'll get even closer. Okay, and I'll let you hear it. So again, so many different option choices for this pump. So I'm going to turn it off. It has also, it'll tell you once the milk collects, it'll tell you the left ounces, right ounces. The app will also read it as well. The app will, you can control the speeds and all of that from the app as well. Battery life is here at the top as well. So even if you didn't have the app, you could use it here. But if you do have the app, of course, there are more options for the app as well. So let's get ready to talk about the infamous moment. You hold this down and the pump turns off. Again, let's talk about the infamous moment. Okay, my initial thoughts on this pump. Okay, so this is what I know you all have been waiting for, because I get this question. Out of all the reviews, I get a lot of questions about this pump, a lot of questions. And so here it is. Here is the moment of truth. Babyation has amazing customer service. I got to say that again. I have never seen so much support to making sure that I'm able to get this pump to work and make sure that, like, now that I know what to do, I know what to do every time. It has a curve to learn it though. Like, they will tell you that everything, with the advancements in the pump market, it's just not as simple any longer. And they have the customer service if you are not able to get it to do all the things. And that's the amazing part. Not like, just figure it out. No, you don't get that with Babyation. They're going to make sure that they will troubleshoot with you to make sure that this pump is working. At least that's been my experience, and that's all I can tell you is my experience. So the thoughts. Okay, this is not a traditional pump that pulls at your breast. It does a compression. It does not pull. You saw the ballooning that is taking place. It is not pulling at your breast. So flange size is not as important because it's more of a compression versus a pull. I still think you need to know that you need to be in there small, medium, or large, so it's not making it compress too much or do anything like that. So you do need to make sure you get within the range of what you need to have in there small, medium, and large. I could feel the pull. Not the pull, but the compression. I can feel it. It works. It was working. My thing is that you really need to know what is going to work for you. I know that some people going from a traditional pull pump to this, some people are like, yay, because, their body doesn't like all the pulling. And some people may not respond as well to just the compression alone. That's a personal preference that your body is going to have to determine. No one is going to be able to answer that. But if you're, needing more of a compression, that's not a traditional pull pump, then this can be a great option for you. I am not here to go back and forth over if it's a great pump or not. Like, your body is the only person that's going to tell you that. But if you need a traditional pull, then this is not it. If you really want to try a compression-based option to really be able to see how that works well for you, that's your preference to do. You have to know what you need and being able to realize if this is an option for you, if this would be a good option. People that are traditionally in traditional pull pumps, if your body doesn't go over to this type of technology, then it may not. But if you're already having concerns with a traditional pull pump, or if you're starting your journey and you know that you really don't want a traditional pull pump, you want to keep closer to like a compression base, more like a baby per se, then this may be a better option for you. Only your body's going to be able to tell you that. I'm a 2-time exclusive pumper with the traditional pull mechanism in my brain on what works better for me. But that's me and that's not you. So you have to understand if you want to try more of a compression versus a pull. That's the biggest thing. This pump is different. It has the compression. It does not have that traditional pull option. So for people that love that respond well to more of a compression, this may be a better option for you. If you truly respond well to the traditional pulls, this pump is not that. And you need to understand the difference. And when you hear people talking about it, what does or does not work for them, maybe their body has been in a traditional pull and prefers that. So you have to understand where you're getting your information from and what you need to be successful on your journey, because it does make a difference if you do need a traditional pull and trying to get your body to adjust to a compression base. If you've never had a traditional pull and you go right into more of this compression, then that may work better for you. It's just really trying to understand what works best for your body. The pump works, it compresses, it doesn't pull. And so you have to realize what that means for you. So I wanted to get out my full disclaimers, full disclosures. I'm not an affiliate of Babyation at all. This pump was gifted to me by Babyation. This is my review of the Babyation pump, my initial thoughts on the Babyation pump, and I hope this helps you, give you a unbiased opinion and really talk about the features of the pump so you can understand what may work better for you overall. Okay, hope that helps. So this is Dr. Diana here. Until next time with Pump with Purpose.